Welcome to Four Cs. This is quite an impressive crowd, and we thank you for coming. On behalf of the Board of Trustees and our president, Dr. John Cox, who couldn't be with us today, I am here representing the college. I'm Tammy Sabin, and I am the chair of the Board of Trustees. I'd like to welcome our incoming DA, Rob Gallavois. Our assistant district attorneys, and our public officials, servants, and distinguished guests. There are many of you in the room. It seems fitting and indeed an honor to host this historic event at Cape Cod Community College. Without democracy and citizens willing to serve in public offices, our public institutions like our own gem here on Cape Cod couldn't exist. I'm sure you saw the sign flashing as you walked in. Powerful futures do start here. I myself am an alum of Cape Cod Community College. I'm also a third-generation Cape Codder. Surprise, I'm not a Washashore. Born and raised in the Cape Cod Hospital, I am grateful for those who are willing to serve, those who put service above self for the betterment of all and for the betterment of our community. Again, on behalf of the Board of Trustees and our president, we thank you for your continued support of our students and our mission, and we look forward to collaboration with the new leaders. And above all, we wish you a great many years ahead in your role as district attorney and along with your DAs. And congratulations to all. Thank you. Now I'm going to ask you to please rise and join me as we welcome the Barnstable Police Department Honor Guard and Trooper Mia Cefalo, who will sing our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you. And now I invite our former state senator, Dan Wolf, to the podium.
So I'd like all of you to join me, please, in a pledge allegiance to the flag. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. How you feeling? What an absolute honor and privilege it is to be here today to partake in this ceremony and to move forward with a new generation in the District Attorney's Office. I actually wrote a few words because I knew if I tried to do this, you can all be seated. If I tried to do this ad lib, I would go on and on and on and on, and I'm not going to do that. But real quickly, we all know how crucially important the role of district attorney is. Not only carries the responsibility of working with so many of you great public servants and safety officers here in the crowd today to keep our communities safe and secure, but it also offers a huge opportunity to do this in ways that are compassionate and humane. It offers the opportunity to help define the conscience and character of our community in ways that reflect our values and achieve our aspirational goals. I first met our future district attorney almost exactly a year ago when he was deciding whether or not to run for the office. He and his wife, Nikki, who is here today in the front row, were spending a lot of time, do we do this, do we not? And I sat down with Rob, and I was struck with his honesty, his humility, his energy, his creativity, and his intelligence. But above all, I was struck by his passion and commitment to serve this community and to serve our citizens, and to bring together a great team that will serve us with dignity and will make us all proud. And, you know, there's never enough opportunities to thank everybody in this room who, in your own way, is serving the community in the same way. And I am incredibly excited that our next district attorney, Rob Galabois, will be your partner in continuing that tradition and strengthening it. Thank you very much. And I'm going to give you a hug. Without further ado, I would like to introduce His Honor Mark Gilday, who is the Regional Administrator, Administrative Justice for the Cape and Islands. We've just gotten to know each other. He's a great guy. We're in good hands. So Mark, if you would, on with the ceremony.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you, Senator Wolf, and thank you to District Attorney Galabois' family. We thank you for sharing your husband, your father, your son with the citizens of the Cape and Islands. Unfortunately for you, I'm not sure that this will be an equitable sharing arrangement. I stand before you as the Regional Administrative Justice for the Cape and Islands, representing the judges that the attorneys of the Office of District Attorney will be appearing before. Judge Pasquale is in the criminal session in the Superior Court. Judge Julian is the first justice of the Barnstable District Court. Judge Welsh is the first justice of the Orleans District Court. Judge Edmonds of the Falmouth District Court. Judge Barnes of the Edgartown District Court, and Judge Torney of the Barnstable Juvenile Court. There are so many more judges that serve with us, many of whom are here today, but time prevents me from naming them. As this new administration takes office, I encourage the district attorney and his staff to remember that the jobs of judges and prosecutors present missions that are not mutually exclusive, even though we are from different branches of government. Judges from the judicial branch, while the district attorney is part of the executive branch of our government. That separation of power gives each branch certain powers so as to serve as a check and balance on the other branches. Judges, as a part of the trial court, share in its mission of justice with dignity and speed. District attorneys generally seek justice through tough and fair prosecutions and through preventing crime with a variety of community-based outreach programs. Judges and the district attorney have different functions, but that does not mean that we can't work together in a civil manner to each seek to fulfill our respective missions. I encourage the district attorney and his staff to always remember that our jobs are not just about files, cases, or statistics. Our jobs are really about people. People who may have violated the law, people who may have been victims of such violations. People who, no matter what their involvement in the criminal justice process may be, are entitled to be treated with fairness, dignity, and respect. I encourage the Office of the Cape and Islands District Attorney to carry out its enormous responsibility with a mutual respect for all participants in our judicial process. The judges of the Cape and Islands remain committed to carry out the oath we took as judges and to work with this new administration as we all do our part to ensure that justice is done. District Attorney Galaboy, are you ready? Because we, the judges, are ready to work with you. Thank you. I would now ask if Nikki could come up and join us on the stage. Probably easier.
Very well. I stand here.
You can have your left hand on it.
Sure. Very well. Thank you. I'm gonna need that, remember.
So please raise your right hand and repeat after me, inserting your name after I. I
I, Robert J. Galaboys,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will bear true faith and allegiance,
that I will bear,
true faith,
well, I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the Commonwealth of Massachusetts
to the Commonwealth of Massachusetts
and will support the Constitution thereof.
and will support the Constitution thereof.
So help me God.
So help me God.
I
Robert J. Galaboys,
do solemnly swear and affirm
do solemnly swear and affirm
that I will faithfully and impartially
that I will faithfully and impartially
discharge and perform
discharge and perform
all the duties incumbent upon me
all the duties incumbent upon me
as the District Attorney for the Cape and Islands,
as the District Attorney for the Cape and Islands,
according to the best of my abilities and understanding,
according to the best of my abilities and understanding,
agreeably to the rules and regulations
agreeable to the rules and regulations
of the Constitution and the laws of this Commonwealth.
to the Constitution and the laws of this Commonwealth.
So help me God.
So help me God.
I
Robert J. Galaboys,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States.
that I will support the Constitution of the United States.
Congratulations, Mr. District Attorney.
Take that. It's an amazing suit, Billy. Thank you. Okay.
We're now going to swear in District Attorney Galaboy's first assistant and second assistant.
Jess,
Maybe you should- yeah.
Russ,
So please raise
Left
your
hand.
right hand and repeat after me, inserting your name after I.
I,
Jessica
Rusty
Lumba,
Otis,
do solemnly swear
do
do
solemnly swear
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the Commonwealth of Massachusetts
to the Commonwealth of Massachusetts,
and will support the Constitution thereof.
and will support the Constitution thereof.
So help me God.
So help me God.
I
I, Jessica
Rusty
Lumba,
Otis,
do solemnly swear and affirm
do solemnly swear and affirm
that I will faithfully and impartially
that I will faithfully and impartially
discharge and perform
discharge and perform
all the duties incumbent upon me
all the duties incumbent upon me
as first assistant and as second assistant for the district attorney for the Cape and Islands,
as second assistant
for the Cape and Islands District Attorney's Office,
according to the best of my abilities and understanding,
according to the best of my abilities and understanding,
agreeably to the rules and regulations of the Constitution
agreeably to the rules and regulations of the Constitution
and the laws of this Commonwealth,
and the laws of this Commonwealth.
so help me God.
So help me God.
I
I, Jessica
Rusty
Lumba,
Otis,
do solemnly swear
do
do
solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States.
that I will support the Constitution of the United States.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Sir? Can I hold it? Is it okay to hold it?
Can everybody hear me? Oh, guess you can. Hold on. I'm old. At this time, I'd invite all of our prosecutors to please stand and raise your right hand. After the word "I," please state your full name. I do solemnly swear that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Commonwealth of Massachusetts and will support the Constitution thereof. So help me God. I do solemnly swear and affirm that I will faithfully and impartially discharge and perform all the duties incumbent on me as an assistant district attorney for the Cape and the Islands, according to the best of my abilities and understanding, agreeably to the rules and regulations of the Constitution and the laws of this Commonwealth. So help me God. I do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States. Congratulations and thank you. I'm going to want that one.
You ready to come up and say a few words? Sure. All right, let's do it.
Okay. Before I get into my prepared remarks, which I'm quite confident I'll forget at times, I certainly want to begin by acknowledging the incredible, endless support of my family, my wife, Nikki, our sons, Max and Cam, and my parents, Bob and Kathy, also known as Mom and Dad. Thank you. I also want to begin by acknowledging all of you. Some of you, I know most of you in this room. Some of you I've only known for a couple of months. Most of you I've known, gulp, decades. From all of those experiences, be it a few months or several years, each of those experiences have contributed to me being on this stage right now. Please know that I realize that. and I am deeply grateful for it. Thank you. For those of you here that I have yet to meet, thank you for attending today and showing your support of all of us in my very first day as a public servant. When this began, as the senator mentioned about a year ago, a lot of the initial conversations circled around the role of a prosecutor. And certainly we talked about how it's the responsibility and the job to seek to protect the innocent, to hold the perpetrator accountable, to consider the interests of the victims and the witnesses, and to respect the rights of everybody. Inevitably, those conversations would lead to talking about justice. What is justice? It can be a broad term. We would talk about how you would need to consider all of the interests and work alongside with each of the stakeholders in all of our communities: law enforcement and first responders, clergy, healthcare providers, educators, business owners, community advocates, veterans, and recovery professionals. And a beautiful thing is all of those stakeholders I just mentioned are sitting in this auditorium right now. And I am most grateful for that. So when you talk about the role of a prosecutor and what is justice, you then turn to, well, what are the ultimate goals? We as prosecutors are in the business of public safety. At this time, I'd ask if all my prosecutors could please line up behind me. Thank you. Don't be bashful. I actually I showered for this event, so come on up. Before I continue, I want to say two things. Every single person standing behind me right now is immensely talented. And they have bragging rights over me. They are much more skilled at their jobs than I am. And I am incredibly grateful that each of you are standing here right now. Over the past several weeks, I've had an opportunity to meet with several of our police chiefs, and I'm working on meeting with the rest. And we got to attend a monthly meeting of all the chiefs. And I learned something, we learned something over the course of those meetings, that we need good police officers. We need people to be applying to become police officers. As communities, we grow and are strengthened by good police departments. We are down in the ranks. So I am trying to take this moment to reach out to the younger ones among us, be it in this auditorium, watching on cable, or reading the papers tomorrow. Please consider this noble profession and help us as communities grow by strengthening all of our police departments. So I talked about we're in the business of public safety. And as the senator just mentioned a moment ago, it's our responsibility to ensure that our communities function securely and humanely. How do we get there? I've often spoken about the 4 cornerstones to public safety. Integrity, accountability, transparency, and engagement. Integrity, that our work is rooted in honesty. Accountability, that we are answerable to everyone. Transparency, that our motives are identifiable and our actions are reviewable. And engagement, that we pursue a strategic course to ensure that those that we serve, the public, have a trust in us. Our solemn oath to each of you is to keep those interests in mind of all those stakeholders I mentioned and work along with those stakeholders every single day. That we always keep in mind those bedrock cornerstones to public safety each day. Each day begins today. Thank you so much for coming out and supporting all of us. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. Please have a seat. Thank you.
So, Rob, to you and your entire team, a huge congratulations. What a momentous day. We will be taking a 5-minute break or so that people we can reset the stage, and we're going to have a huge celebration. I would expect you all to stay as we introduce our next sheriff for Barnstable County. So, thank you all for being here, and we'll resume in 5 minutes.
Welcome to Cape Cod Community College. For those who were here for the last ceremony, you may hear a repeat of some of the things I've already said. But what I wanted to do, first of all, is welcome our incoming sheriff, Donna Buckley. It's exciting as a woman in leadership to have another one coming in. I'd also like to welcome all of our public officials, public servants, and our distinguished guests. I'm Tammy Sabin, the chair of the Board of Trustees of Cape Cod Community College. It seems fitting, and is indeed an honor, to host this historic event here at Cape Cod Community College. Without the democracy and citizens willing to serve in public offices and public institutions like our own here on Cape Cod could not exist without the collaboration of public servants and the support that we receive from them. You probably saw our sign as you were driving in that said, "Powerful futures start here." Well, those powerful futures could not start without all of your support and without collaboration of those in leadership in public offices. As a third-generation Cape Codder, I am completely grateful for those who are willing to serve and who give service above self for the betterment of our community and for all of us rather than just themselves. I am also an alum of 4Cs and appreciate that support. On behalf of the Board of Trustees and President Cox, we thank you for your continued support of our students and its mission. We look forward to our new collaborations in our new administration. And above all, we wish our incoming sheriff many great years ahead in her role as sheriff. Congratulations and thank you. Now I would like to invite to the podium Troy Clarkson.
Thank you, Chair Saban. Didn't expect that. It is my profound honor to stand before you as your Master of Ceremonies today. Donna Buckley is not only my sheriff, she is my partner in life, my best friend, and my wife. The other guy on stage is no slouch either, trust me. Before we begin, as Chair Saban and Senator Wolf did, I would like to add our gratitude for all of our distinguished guests, friends, and family that are here with us today, particularly our elected officials, leaders of our law enforcement community, public safety officials. There are just so many people from the larger community who rallied around Donna and her message of hope and are here today to begin that journey with her. And we are so grateful that you're all here today. Donna will recognize the employees of the Sheriff's Office, but a special thank you to all of the employees and colleagues who have also taken the time to be with us today. I'd ask you now to please rise for the presentation of the colors from the Barnstable County Sheriff's Office Honor Guard and our national anthem.
Mark time, march, detail, halt.
If you would now please join me in our national anthem.
Honor guard, present arms.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light. What so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. Please remain standing as we welcome Barnstable County Sheriff's Office employee Joshua Strawn to the lectern for our Pledge of Allegiance.
Good morning. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Barnstable County Sheriff's Office Honor Guard, please retire the colors.
Honor guard, mark time, march. Forward, march.
Back in March of last year, when Donna decided to begin this journey, one of the first people with whom we met was the person who'll come out and offer our invocation. Reverend Nell Fields is not just the pastor of the Wacoit Congregational Church. She's a dear friend and a source of great spiritual support for both Donna and me. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Reverend Nell Fields for our invocation.
Please join me in the spirit of prayer in whatever tradition you hold on to. God of many names, we pause now to invoke your blessings upon all who are gathered here. We pause to invoke your blessings upon Donna Buckley, who will take the office as our sheriff of Barnstable County. We thank you that she responded to your call to serve, and we are grateful to her and grateful for her family who supported and encouraged her during this past year. We thank you for her leadership, for her vision and wisdom. We thank you for her moral compass that is set on justice and compassion and integrity and hope. And so we ask of you, O Holy One, that you continue to guide and strengthen Donna for the journey ahead. Give her courage to continue to speak truth in all circumstances. Give her wisdom and, when needed, imagination for all her decisions. Give her peace, knowing she is not alone, that you are here with her now and will be with her always in the days ahead. And remind us, all who are gathered here, and everyone in the wider community, that we too have been called to support Sheriff Donna Buckley, and that we too have been called to be agents of transformation. Bless all of us on this wondrous journey. We come to you in the name of all that is holy, all that is good, and all that is light. Amen.
Thank you, Reverend Nell. Much like the relationship that Donna and I have with Reverend Nell, Michael Palmer is far more than the Falmouth Town Clerk and a commissioner to qualify. He is one of my oldest and dearest friends, and when Donna and I met more than 10 years ago, quickly became a friend and confidant to Donna. So it is my honor to introduce the Falmouth Town Clerk, who will issue the oath of office to our incoming sheriff. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Michael Palmer.
Ready? Raise your right, Donna, raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Donna D. Buckley,
I, Donna D. Buckley,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will bear truth, faith, and alliance
that I will bear truth, faith, and alliance
to the Commonwealth of Massachusetts,
to the Commonwealth of Massachusetts,
and will support the Constitution thereof.
and will support the Constitution thereof.
So help me God.
So help me God.
I, Donna D. Buckley,
I, Donna D. Buckley,
do solemnly swear and affirm
do solemnly swear and affirm
that I will faithfully and impartially
that I will faithfully and impartially
perform all duties incumbent upon me
perform all duties incumbent upon me
as a Barnstable County Sheriff,
as a Barnstable County Sheriff,
according to the best of my ability and understanding,
according to the best of my ability and understanding,
agreeably to the rules and regulations of the Constitution
agreeably to the rules and regulations of the Constitution
and the laws of this Commonwealth.
and the laws of this Commonwealth.
So help me God.
So help me God.
I, Donna D. Buckley,
I, Donna D. Buckley,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States.
that I will support the Constitution of the United States.
Congratulations.
Love you. I'll introduce you. One of our neighbors delivered a congratulations package to the house the other day with some homemade jams and some words of inspiration, but also with that was a mug. and on the mug it said, "Well-behaved women rarely make history." Ladies and gentlemen, today, we make history here on Cape Cod. For the first time ever, a woman has been elected sheriff of Barnstable County. A woman of integrity, intelligence, compassion, empathy, and enthusiasm. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Sheriff of Barnstable County, Donna Buckley.
Thank you. Whew. Welcome, honored guests, friends, and family, and importantly, my granddaughters, Blair and Julia. What has inspired me over these last 8 months is understanding that our children are our future. Welcome to the dedicated staff of the Barnstable County Sheriff's Office. And thank you to those who are working today. Welcome to my fellow sheriffs. I woke up this morning with 13 new brothers. A major component of these last 8 months has been the energy I have received from understanding that this election is about the people who do the work at the Barnstable County Sheriff's Office. Our journey begins today, and I will be standing with you every day in this journey. I see you, I value you. Forward we go, together. First, let me recognize the exemplary career of Sheriff Jim Cummings. His 24 years as sheriff came after an equally honorable career as a Massachusetts state trooper. His entire life has been in service to others and to the people of the Commonwealth. Sheriff, we honor that service and we thank you. Nearly a year ago, I had a vision of a sheriff's office that was positioned to respond to today's challenges. A sheriff's office that deeply valued its staff and provided them with the tools and training to respond to the needs of corrections today. Our world has changed, so our role must change. We are in the midst of unprecedented crises of mental health and addiction. Our jails have become our de facto mental health and addiction treatment facilities. Our sheriff's office must respond to these crises with a nimble, compassionate, and appropriate response. We have a solemn responsibility to those who come through our doors, and to their families, and to our community and to ourselves, to provide pathways to correction, rehabilitation, and treatment while inmates are in our jail, and to create a continuum of service with our outside providers to support them upon release. Starting today, here is what that means. We will have robust commitment to addiction treatment, partnering with nonprofits and local agencies with proven track records of offering impactful and meaningful treatment, including the use of medications, to provide inmates living with addiction with a foundation for recovery before they head home. I have seen the impacts of addiction and the incredible power of recovery in the lives of people I love. Many members of the recovery community are with us today. I see you. I value you. Your power of example will help inform the work we do every day, and I look forward to opening our doors so that you can share your experience, strength, and hope with our inmates and our employees. We will have an equally robust commitment to mental health treatment, bringing in mental health and medical professionals who can work with our inmates and our staff to bring a deeper understanding of how mental illness impacts the lives of our families, friends, and neighbors, and how treatment within the walls of the jail can make for better lives outside. This commitment to mental health also includes our employees. Corrections is one of the most difficult and challenging professions. We will provide our employees with more vigorous opportunities for support, counseling, and education so that their journeys as corrections professionals can be healthy and rewarding. We will engage our family and our communities more deeply. Seated in the audience today are several family members of former inmates whose lives were lost to addiction and mental illness during and following their stay at the jail. I see you and value you too. Our work honors your loved ones. A sentence to our jail should not be a death sentence. While incarcerated, our inmates will have greater opportunities to learn about how they can be more productive members of their families and their communities. We will renew our commitment to education and training. From partnership with educational institutions to vocational training, we will provide opportunity. From bringing back the sheriff's tent to bringing forward skilled work crews to make improvements on our main streets, our beaches, and our natural resources, those opportunities will benefit the 15 towns on Cape Cod. We will refocus the sheriff's office to support those core responsibilities and terminate those which stray from the mission. This afternoon, I will sign a letter discontinuing the sheriff's office affiliation with the United States Immigration and Customs Enforcement Program. This program has not proven to keep us safer and causes those living on Cape Cod to live in fear. That fear ends today. We will work to build collaborative and supportive relationships with our military, our public safety, and public health partners. Through these relationships, we can work to improve and enhance important regional initiatives, including the Emergency Communications Center and the Bureau of Criminal Investigation. Additionally, we will work to find a home for the Sheriff's Marine Unit, where it can provide value to the people of Barnstable County without diverting resources from our core mission. finally, and most importantly, while we are doing our very best to prepare our inmates to return home and return to our communities and not return to jail, we will advocate for better options. We must work with our community stakeholders and our public safety and public health partners to find meaningful alternatives to the criminal justice system and jail for those struggling with addiction and mental illness. On Election Day, the people of Barnstable County provided me with a mandate. They clearly endorsed our commitment to real public safety through correction, rehabilitation, and treatment. When I leave here today, after a brief lunch with my family, I will head to work because that is what the people of Barnstable County elected me to do. As this work begins, we must continue to work together. Your ideas, your enthusiasm for our mission, and your willingness to be part of the solution will lift us up and help guide us every day. Thank you for believing in me and our vision. Thank you for your confidence and support. And thank you for providing a new opportunity for a second chance to those who come to the Barnstable County Correctional Facility. Now let's get to work.
Well, why not? Let's do it again. Ladies and gentlemen, Sheriff Donna Buckley. This has been an amazing event. The sheriff and I both obviously and also extend our profound congratulations to the District Attorney, Rob Gallibois, his wife, Nikki, and their family. Rob and Nikki and Donna and I got to know each other very well. Sometime around August or September, I could recite every word of his campaign stump speech. I could do it for you now if we had enough time, but he's got to get to work, and so does she. So we'll waive the campaign stump speech, and I will say to you, after the conclusion of this ceremony, in a moment, the Sheriff's Office, Sheriff Buckley's honor guard will retire the colors. There'll be some brief refreshments out in the lobby. The family will stay for some pictures, but we are very, very grateful for all of you being here today, for your support over the last several months, for your enthusiasm and your commitment to a sheriff's office that truly has a vision of corrections, rehabilitation, and treatment. It has been my honor to be your master of ceremonies today, symbolically and physically to stand beside this woman of whom I'm so proud, and I will continue to do that, Sheriff, on a daily basis. Would the Sheriff's Office Honor Guard please retire the colors?
Honor Guard, attention.